With set 9.5, we have 2 new regions joining the fray, Bilgewater and Ixtal. Naturally, this means we will also receive 2 new versions of Ryze. In today's video, I want to focus on Ixtal Ryze because he enables a setup that I feel confident calling Exodia. Don't believe me? Watch this. So what exactly is going on here? Ixtal Ryze is quite a unique addition to the game. He only has 2 auto attack range, so he has to stand in the first or second row. His ability is effectively Zyra's ultimate, which knocks up enemies in a large radius. If this was all there was to him, then he would only be considered a somewhat useful utility unit, but Riot may have done an oopsie that they will have to correct before the mid-set goes live. Ixtal Ryze has 2 more important mechanics. First, his damage scales with his armor and MR values. Second, he will grant every ally that is hit by his ability an armor and MR buff equal to his own defensive values that last for 6 seconds. In fact, Ryze does not care about AP at all, because all it does is to increase the duration of the buff. The best part about him, he can also apply the buff to himself, and this opens the door for a lot of shenanigans. The first tool we need is 1 Bastion emblem. Thanks to the addition of Nico, you can now reach 8 Bastions with only 1 emblem. At least if you manage to find Cassandra as well. The Bastion emblem goes onto Ryze, so he starts with a huge amount of defensive values that will increase his damage. As for his other 2 items, I would currently give him a Stoneblade and a Gunblade. With Stoneblade you can isolate him to maximize the effect, and Gunblade is a great way to keep both him and your team alive. In this game I got a bit lucky and also managed to find the augment long distance pulse. This now changed my setup into running 2 frontliners, Shen with some Stoneblades and Ryze with a jeweled gauntlet for even more damage. I positioned myself in a way that makes the enemy team focus on Ryze and Shen at the start, while also making sure that they benefit from the augment. The values he can reach are honestly quite crazy. In this fight he reached over 1283 armor and 867 MR, which buffed his spell to a total of 6159 magic damage. He effectively becomes the most tanky unit in existence that one-shots everybody that gets hit by his ability, while also healing himself back to full with every cast. It's not the easiest setup to reach, considering you need the correct region, an elusive emblem, level 8 and 2 specific legendaries, but the good news is that neither Ryze nor Cassandra need to be 2-star for this to work. I don't think there is any chance this comp will survive the PBE cycle, so if you want to have some fun, you should try it over the weekend before it gets stomped into the ground. I hope you learned something, and see you next time.